Yes you, the viewer of this video, there's a high chance you are from the US, the land of the pink sauce. A glorious pink appetizer that is spoiled and moldy before it even reaches the customer. I mean, look at this. This is absolutely disgusting. But you might be wondering, why do I address my viewers from the USA? Well, you see, I am from Europe and I have nothing to do with pink sauce. Like, it can barely survive crossing a couple of states without getting disgustingly moldy, let alone past the Atlantic Ocean. Like, that is just not going to happen. So yeah. And so today's story has been sent in by one of my subscribers from the US who apparently had a run-in with this pink sauce without her even asking, because you see, the title is actually no joke, no clickbait, this actually happened. This poor subscriber, she had to endure eating pink sauce which was borderline spoiled. I am 100% you will enjoy today's story, so make sure to stick through the end, and if you want to send in your own story and be featured on this channel, you can do so by mailing me at rajbusiness@gmail.com. But without further ado, let's get into the story. So anyways, let's call the subscriber that sent in this story Amanda. And Amanda lives in upstate New York in a pretty quiet and I guess you can say a moderately average neighborhood. I am 100% sure. But before she lived in this neighborhood, she lived in another state, namely Michigan. And of course, if you're moving states, you also have to switch schools, so that's exactly what she had to do. And because she was a social butterfly, she quickly found some friends at her new school. Now, most of Amanda's friends, there was absolutely nothing wrong with them. But soon actually, she became pretty good friends with one girl in particular of that friend group, and that girl's name was Haley. And Amanda and Haley, they were talking pretty much during every lunch break, and at some point their families were the topic of the conversation, and well, they started talking about their parents and the professions of their parents. And Haley's mom had a very special profession, because Haley told Amanda that she was an influencer, that she got paid money by promoting stuff on social media. And then Amanda asked Haley, wow, is your mom like famous or something, that she does promotions for other companies? And Haley told her, well, not really that famous. I mean, not as famous as some TikTok stars or like the really big names in like Instagram land. But yeah, she has a couple thousand of followers, like enough to gain some sponsorships out of it. So yeah, she can do it for a living. And Amanda told her, wow, that's actually really cool. I didn't expect anyone's parent in this age to be an influencer. I mean, usually it's a younger person. And then Haley was like, no, my mom has been in the marketing business quite a while now, so it's not really that big of a deal for her. And then Haley told her, well, you know, businesses online, they send us a lot of food, free food for us to try out, and for my mom to put a review, to do a review on the food, and then she also blogs about it. So she's basically this kind of food reviewer online too, and she had her own website where she would write everything. And yeah, Amanda thought it was pretty cool actually that one of her friends had such a cool mom. So then Haley asked Amanda if she wanted to come one day, because, you know, they had a lot of food and her mom was cooking. So, you know, why not just introduce yourself to my parents? I think they would like meeting you. And so Amanda agreed to come to Haley's place because, you know, she had nothing to do and they were already kind of finished with their exams for the semester. So, you know, they had all the time in the world right now. And Haley also suggested that Amanda and her, they could watch some Stranger Things, you know, they could watch some Netflix together if they're done with dinner. So yeah, they would have just a very nice evening. So anyways, the weekend is just on the doorstep and they agreed to go on Saturday, and like Amanda was really excited to go to Haley because it was the first time she would do so. So anyways, eventually it's Saturday, it's like 5 p.m. and Amanda is doing her makeup and she is prepared for, you know, the outing with Haley. Her mom says be careful and she's on her way. And so Haley was waiting for her at her house, and when Amanda arrived, she could not believe her eyes. Haley's house was enormous. house. Because like apparently her mom, she made a lot of money, but her dad made even more money because he was actually a pretty renowned heart surgeon in the local hospital. So yeah, they were stacked. Like Amanda literally had to call at the gates because, you know, there were like huge gates in front of the house, and Haley had to speak through the intercom to like invite her in. And then when the front door opened, Haley didn't open the door, but a butler actually opened the door. Yeah, they were like that fancy. Anyways, behind the butler, Haley was, you know, waving hello and everything was fine. And she invited her to the kitchen because her mom, you know, Haley's mom was already cooking a lot of stuff, and there was like this jungle of flavors and smells all around. And Amanda really enjoyed all the smells. Because you see, Amanda was kind of a foodie, so she felt really spoiled at that moment. And Haley's mom was making some meatballs, some lean beef meatballs with some rice on the side, some potatoes, and also some fish. So you could basically choose what you wanted. Because her dad, Haley's dad, was a pescatarian. That means that he only ate fish. He didn't eat any meat. Like the only meat he would eat was fish. So yeah, she made him fish. But she also made a little bit more because she also enjoys it, and maybe Amanda also did, so her mom was like, yeah, maybe I will just make some extra for the guests. But you see, Haley's mom was not just your typical regular mom, you know, she was the influencer mom, and so she also had quite of a surprise. You guessed it, it's the pink sauce. But like Amanda still didn't know that they had the actual pink sauce in the house, and you know, Haley was kind of secretive about it. So then when food was ready, Haley's mom put Amanda's plate in the middle of the kitchen table, like they had like this kitchen island, I guess, where you could, you know, cut your food and there was a sink there. Anyways, her plate was set down on that counter. And she was like, Amanda, I have a surprise for you. And then she opened the pink sauce bottle, and Amanda was like, what? Is that the actual pink sauce you having right here? And then Haley's mom was like, yep, it is the original pink sauce bottle. And like Amanda heard all the terrible news online about how the pink sauce is very often, more often than not, I must say, spoiled. And that the reputation of pink sauce was tarnished in the last couple of days. But Amanda's mom was like, no, this sauce is totally fine. Like, we ate a lot of it and we did not become sick or anything of it. And then Haley kind of started looking at her, be like, did we really though? Did we really eat that sauce? Because I can't really remember that we did. And Amanda told me in the email, well, I didn't really want to be rude as a guest, you know, like don't bite the hand that feeds you, just don't be rude. So I just accepted the pink sauce because I was also kind of curious about how it actually tasted. So eventually food was ready and all of them were like sitting at the dinner table, and wow, it was nothing special. It's like ranch, literally like they say in the videos. It's a bit sweet and sour, but like the sour taste, I don't know, she kind of felt bad about it. And like after eating everything, you know, it was actually kind of okay. Like she didn't really feel nauseous. However, after 15 minutes of eating, well, she definitely didn't feel good at all, and she quickly got up, went to the toilet, and just everything came out immediately. Like, she had a headache and she felt even worse, so she just went home, drank a lot of water, and luckily, after, you know, going to the toilet, everything was fine again. Her body just didn't accept the pink sauce at all, even though it wasn't spoiled in the first instance, just didn't like it at all. So next morning she texted Haley back and she said that she was very sorry, but she didn't really feel well at all after eating the pink sauce. And like, nothing against her mom, nothing against her, like everything was, she didn't hate them or anything. But yeah, Haley kind of understood and she was really supportive. So nothing really bad happened there, luckily. And they still remained friends for the entire year after Haley actually moved to another town. So yeah, moral of the story, know what you eat. If you don't trust it, don't eat it. It's that simple. The best way to support my channel is to binge watch all my story videos. Consider subscribing to the channel if you are new around here and enjoy the content. Click on the playlist showing up on screen right now. I guarantee you will enjoy it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.